Did you know that food allergies impact about 8% of all children? This is Food Allergy Awareness Week, meant to shine the spotlight on the challenges that those families face.
Here to talk more about this is Dr. Elizabeth Lipner, an allergist at Lurie Children's Hospital. Thanks for being with us. A very important conversation.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here and to talk with you today.
Yeah, I want to start with some stats here. Talk about how common food allergies are.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't or may not realize that food allergy has really become quite prevalent and quite a common problem that a lot of our children and adults face in our community. So right now it's estimated that about 8% of children, or roughly 2 kids in every classroom, has a food allergy. And really the one food that we focus on a lot in our field is peanut allergy, and that can estimated to affect 2 to 3% of children in the United States.
And you know, the interesting thing about allergies, because I went through this with my daughter, is oftentimes you find that it's a sign of something else that might be going on. I mean, children who have food allergies might actually have eczema as well. What advice do you have for families who maybe are in the early stages of experiencing some issues with foods and their children?
Absolutely, yeah. So we do see what we talk about a lot as the atopic march. So a lot of people who are prone to allergies will have eczema. They can develop asthma. They can develop not just food allergies, but environmental allergies as well. So, it's really important to try and be as calm as possible and rely upon your community, your pediatrician, your medical providers to help understand, is my child at higher risk for developing food allergy because of what I'm noticing for him or her.
Doc, we're all about giving people hope as well. So talk about the latest in the world of research into these and providing help to families out there.
Yeah, it's really one of the most exciting times, I think, for our field because there's so many things that are being studied and we're learning truly more and more every single day. So just to give you a few quick examples of some of the things that we're looking at sort of at our center and our institution is we still don't really understand a lot of the molecular things that are going on and why certain groups of people are prone to food allergies more than other people. So we have what we call mechanistic studies going on, where we're trying to look at young children who have family members that have food allergy or who are suffering with eczema, and to really understand what is it about those things that put them at risk for developing food allergy, and how can we potentially change that for them in the future.
All right.
There's also a lot of new therapies that are available. So one option is oral immunotherapy. And that's really where you actually eat a tiny little bit of the food that you could be allergic to, but we do it in a controlled manner, in a controlled setting, to try and retrain that immune system to become less allergic and more tolerant to that food.
Sounds like many options and great resources out there for people.
Absolutely. We thank you for joining us this afternoon, Dr. Elizabeth Lipner. We appreciate your time.